So this one goes out to those interested in game theory and game design, particularly as it relates to TTRPGs, role-playing games, the pen and paper format. Specifically, people like Mav Hatter, who I've tagged below, but also people like him who really delve deep into the mechanics and the psychology behind them, as well as how they play out once people get their hands on the game. Mav Hatter made a video a while back on why the ability to succeed is far more important to the enjoyment of pen and paper role-playing games than many may give it hope for. Where many games aim for a 50 to 70% success ratio, he posits and backs it up with some proof that 70% or better is actually going to be more enjoyable for players. And he has a great point. Dragon X had made another video about why does he want to play a game where he's failing all the time? And I've certainly been there. I remember running the dungeon and I could not roll higher than a 3 all night. So we set everything on fire, because fire does not need an attack roll. With this thought though, while it makes a lot of sense, I am curious, how does that work out in games like Dungeons and Dragons or Pathfinder, where you're supposed to be on an upward slope and improving? We see this in Palladium. We even see it in games to a lesser extent in Savage Worlds. You're supposed to get better as the game progresses. Well, if you're already a 70, 80, 90% success rate, how do you then improve? And this isn't a challenge to the concept or theory. I absolutely believe that what Mav Hatter said is correct. But how do you improve? And I believe he's probably got some insights based on his own game that he's working on. And this becomes more important for long-term play. One-shots, you're not going to be concerned with. Short campaigns, that's hardly a concern here. But for long-term campaigns played over months, years, if the character doesn't get better, you're telling a story, which is great. Tabletop role-playing is about cooperative storytelling. But are you watching your character grow in terms of narrative as well as mechanics? So I leave it up to you guys. Let me know. Until I see you next time, remember to be well, be safe, and be awesome, both to yourself and one another.